are many different religions in the world, and thousands more that have come and gone extinct. And oddly enough, the religion that people tend to espouse is the one that their parents espouse. Why do you suppose that is? Is it in the genes? No, certainly not. It's that they are sheltered in their youth, in their infancy. They're only taught one religion. They're taught all the others are wrong.
I think we should be fundamentally mistrustful of this notion that we need to lie to our children to equip them to live meaningful lives, right? Or we need to pretend to know things we don't know. And religion is a tissue of all of the false promises and lies that have been told to children over the ages, which it's no accident that they wind up believing even as adults. Look at how vulnerable a child is. A child comes to this world knowing nothing and relies on us for everything. And we not only give them the language by which they begin to understand anything and everything, we then populate their minds with propositional claims about what is true of the world. I mean, they literally don't know what anything is, and we tell them what everything is. At a certain point, very, very early, parents who have been indoctrinated themselves into these cults of Iron Age superstition begin to tell their kids, well, that happened because God is angry at you, or if you do that, my imaginary friend will torture you for the rest of existence after you die, right? And so I still hear from adults who are atheists, but who are still trying to shake this fear of hell that had been drummed into them by their parents.
I also think that it's child abuse to label a child, tie a label around its neck. Thou art a Catholic child, therefore this is what you believe, or you're a Muslim child or a Jewish child. That, I think, is child abuse. You wouldn't dream of doing that with anything other than religion. Nobody ever says to a 3-year-old, this is a logical positivist child, or this is an existentialist child, or this is a Keynesian child, or a monetarist child. You don't do that, but in the case of religion, not only do religious people do it, but the rest of us buy into that and actually refer to a child as a Catholic child. All it really means is you have Catholic parents.
I think that we owe it to the world's children to educate them in all the possibilities and then let them decide. Don't let societies or even families or parents maintain a barrier of ignorance in children, because that's crippling them. It is preventing them from seeing other alternatives for their lives.
In a way, the question disappears if you substitute telling children what to think by telling them how to think, and teach children to be critical, teach children to think for themselves, teach children above all to say, what is the evidence for what you've just told me? Can you reassure me that even if I can't understand the evidence is there? And I think if you do that, you don't teach your child atheism, teach your child to think.